Welcome to Snacks Weekly on Data Science. This podcast is all about making data science and machine learning knowledge accessible and less intimidating. Today, we are going to talk about A/B testing. This topic is based on a tech blog with the title Risk-Aware Product Decisions in A/B Tests with Multiple Metrics, written by the data science team from Spotify. You can find the blog link in this episode's description. Throughout this episode, we will dissect the topic from both business and data science angles. Now, let's dive in. On the business side, let's take a look at the problem to be solved. A/B testing, also known as split testing, is a method used in product development to compare two versions of a product, feature, or treatment to determine which one performs better. This method involves randomly assigning users to either the control group, which is called A, or the treatment group, which is called B, and it measures their responses to determine the effectiveness of changes. A/B testing is crucial in product development cycles because it provides quantitative evidence to guide decisions. It ensures that the changes are beneficial before they are rolled out to a broader audience. This process helps companies optimize user experience, increase their associate engagements, and improve overall product performance by systematically testing and validating new ideas. Within A/B testing, it comes with inherent risks associated with the non-hypothesis significance testing. Non-hypothesis significance testing involves testing whether there is a significant difference between the control and treatment groups. Ideally, for any product change with a positive effect, it would be tested positive and reach a launch decision. For any product change with intrinsically zero or negative effect, it could be tested neutral or negative and not be launched. This is the ideal situation. However, there are two main types of errors in this context: false positives and false negatives. A false positive occurs when tests incorrectly identify a difference between groups when there is none difference. This leads to the incorrect conclusion that the treatment is effective. One example is that for a new feature to be rolled out, if it is rolled out based on false positive result, it might not actually improve user engagement and could even degrade the user experience. Conversely, a false negative occurs when the test fails to detect a real difference, leading to the incorrect conclusion that the treatment has no effect. This might result in missing out on valuable improvements that could have benefited users and the business. Calculating false positive and false negative rates is relatively straightforward when dealing with a single metric. However, in reality, decision-making often involves multiple metrics, which complicates the process. For instance, a product change might impact user engagement, conversion rates, and revenues simultaneously. Evaluating the right decision to make with these metrics together requires a more systematic approach, as the risk of encountering false positives or negatives changes with the number of metrics considered. This complexity requires a careful experimentation design and analysis to ensure that decisions are made on robust, reliable data. Now that we've understood the business problem to solve, let's dive into the proposed solution by the data science team at Spotify regarding how to make informed decisions in A/B testing when multiple metrics are involved in experimentation. First, it is crucial to define the right metrics to guide product decision-making. At Spotify, the team uses 4 types of metrics and tests for product shipping decisions. They are success metrics, guardrail metrics, deterioration metrics, and quality metrics. Success metrics are those we aim to improve and are tested with superiority test to determine if the new feature or change is better than the current state. For example, a success metric could be an increase in user engagement or the number of songs streamed per user. Guardrail metrics are not expected to improve, but should not deteriorate beyond a specific margin. These are tested with non-inferiority tests. An example of a guardrail metric might be the app's crash rate, where the product feature may not target to improve it, but we want to make sure it doesn't get worse. Deterioration metrics are those should not deteriorate and are tested with inferiority tests. This can include both success and guardrail metrics, ensuring no negative impact on critical areas. Lastly, quality metrics and tests validate the quality of this experimentation by themselves, such as tests for sample ratio mismatch and pre-exposure bias. This ensures the reliability and validity of the experiment's result. The team's decision framework is codified within these metrics to minimize bias and make decisions with fewer subjective inputs. The product will launch if and only if the following criteria is met. First, the treatment is significantly superior to control on at least one success metric. Second, the treatment is significantly non-inferior to control on all guardrail metrics. Third, no success, guardrail, or deterioration metrics show evidence of deterioration. And lastly, no quality test significantly invalidates the quality of the experiment. These 4 criteria is a comprehensive framework helps in making informed and balanced decisions across different metrics that aligns with overall business objectives. With the above metrics and the decision framework set, it's time to think about how to make proper statistical adjustments accordingly, as there is not only one metric, but multiple metrics involved. Usually, when dealing with multiple metrics, the team should correct for the false positive rate, especially for those success metrics. This is needed because testing multiple hypotheses simultaneously increases the chance of a false positive. For example, if a team tests 10 different metrics independently at a 5% significance level, the probability of at least one false positive increases substantially. Multiple testing correction methods, such as the Bonferroni correction or false discovery rate, are statistical techniques used to justify the confidence level when multiple hypotheses are tested simultaneously. These corrections are necessary to account for the increased likelihood of a false positive occurring simply by chance due to the number of tests conducted. By applying these corrections to success metrics, the team ensures that the observed improvements are genuine and not due to random variation. This maintains the integrity of the decision-making process. On the other side, there is no need to correct the false positive rate for guardrail metrics. The focus of guardrail metrics is not on finding significant improvements, but on ensuring there is no significant deterioration. Therefore, adding more guardrail metrics is likely to impact the power of the experiments instead. The team conducted a simulation study showing that if the original experimentation power was 80% with one guardrail metric, and assuming all guardrail metrics are independent, then with 5 guardrail metrics, the simulated power drops below 40%, and with 10 guardrail metrics, it would be around 11% only. Similarly, for deterioration metrics and quality metrics, they are incorporated to make the decision rules more conservative as well. And ensuring all deterioration metrics do not show evidence of deterioration and no quality metrics invalidates the experiment's quality. These additional checks provide opportunities to stop the experiments in case of unexpected risks, but this also impacts the intended power and needs to be adjusted accordingly. With these two statistical considerations, adjusting the false positive rates and adjusting the power, the team provided a mathematical formula to make those statistical adjustments. By incorporating these statistical adjustments, along with a rigorously defined decision-making framework, the team has a robust experimentation system to guide solid, risk-aware product decisions. Now that we've discussed both the business problem and technical solution, let's wrap it up. In this episode, we discussed the importance of A/B testing in product decision-making process. We shared the 4 types of metrics and the decision-making framework used by the data science team at Spotify, and also discussed the necessary statistical adjustments that need to be incorporated into the experimentation to ensure a solid statistical foundation. If you enjoy the content of this episode, please subscribe to the channel, give me a 5-star review, and leave a comment. Your feedback is greatly appreciated, and I'll see you next week.